Alright lads, so today we're going to be talking about the new banner coming out tomorrow, the Fierce Battle Metamorphosis. Alright, so I'm not going to lie to you lads, going into this mid-month of January, I wasn't expecting to potentially say it's not a bad banner to summon on. Quite frankly, this banner right here is not bad. Like, I'm going to understand most veterans out there are going to skip. Essentially, if you don't know, these characters, these 2D characters are premium characters. They are going to be available in summon tickets. So premium summon tickets, Brazo summon tickets, 5-star tickets, potential tickets later down the line when it's limited, stuff like that. These two characters, the Byakuya and Renji, will be featured there. They are not limited. And within this game where we have a lot of limited characters, summoning on these premium banners normally isn't always the best thing to do, and lately the premium characters that we have been getting outside of anniversary characters have been quite mediocre or nothing too special. In this case though, this is the first time that we've seen some broken premium characters. These two characters right here are absolutely insane, and I'm not sure, we have to wait to see if this is an exception. Maybe they're just treating this banner specially. Maybe they're just giving this banner a special treatment, or if going forward in 2022, we are going to be getting massive power creep like these two characters here for future characters, like end of month characters and future premium banners. Hopefully, in my opinion, we do get that, because these two characters were very fun to watch. I can't wait to get my hands on these characters, and quite frankly, I do think they're worth summoning for, but it really depends on where you are at in the game. If you're a new player that just needs to collect characters, pulling on this banner isn't the worst thing to do. For me, a veteran that knows I'm going to get most characters eventually later down the line and I can wait for them, I don't need them right now, I'm going to skip. In fact, I'm probably not even going to do the first step. Maybe I will, but I don't know. But having said that, this banner itself is actually pretty good. You have the two new characters, that being Byakuya and Renji, two very solid characters. You have two swimsuit characters in the form of Rukia and Retsu, one of them being a Link Store character. Then you have 5 other premium characters, one of them being an anniversary character, that being 5th anniversary Ichigo. So I do think if you are a new player, maybe doing maybe a few multis, at the very least do the discount and just test your luck, see if you get something new. If you're a veteran, you probably already know that you should probably be skipping these banners and wait for them to potentially come back at a later date. For me, my plan going forward into all these premium banners is to not summon, but start farming the point event. Because I'm guaranteed to have like 4 bonus characters every point event, I'm now going to be spending orbs in the point event instead, get to like a massive amount of summon tickets, so by the time the 7th anniversary comes, which is 7 months away, it's a long way away, but you got to start preparing so you don't have to spend orbs on banners like this. So hopefully by the time the anniversary banner does come out, July 23rd, I should hopefully have a massive amount of summon tickets to hopefully then pull these characters and the future premium characters. So it really depends on what you want to do. That said though, let's quickly talk about the character in case you are someone that wants to pull, because of course if you are a veteran or a new player, if Byakuya or Renji is your favorite characters, then I probably don't even need to tell you to summon. You're probably doing that anyway. And for future reference, if you are only ever going for one character, the best thing to do is always wait for the individual banner. Both Byakuya and Renji have a 0.5% pull rate on the main banner, but if you wait till the 27th/the 2nd of February, they will be back on their own individual banners with a 1% pull rate. So it's always best to summon for the individual banners if you only ever want one of the characters. If you don't mind getting both and you don't have a personal favorite, then summoning on the main isn't really a bad idea. That said, looking at Renji though, Renji is an amazing character. Quite frankly, the only thing he lacks right here is Havoc, which is 20% extra range on his strong attacks, but he makes up for it in the damage output and the skills that he has in general. His first strong attack 1 is a sucking vortex, very similar to Ichigo's SA1 without the fact that he doesn't have Havoc. SA2 is a 2500 length beam, normally a very good S1. As an SA2, it's not the worst out there. And then SA3 is a full screen. He inflicts lacery on everything. He's a captain killer, and he comes with a 30%. I still can't get all that. 30% damage inflicted at full stamina. So even in the off chance that you never use this character, he will never not be useful as a very good link. 30% full stam is huge. This is a huge link. I'm not even gonna lie, this is a massive link. And the character itself comes with an amazing set of skills too. 40% Berserker, which is strong attack damage, plus the extra 20% to Technique Soribas. So again, there's a lot of good Technique Soribas out there that can benefit from this link, and it obviously does go for himself. So 40% Berserker, so let's just equate it to strong attack damage. 40% Sad, an extra 20% stat, so 60%, and then you have the 30% full stam, essentially taking it up to like 90%. It's higher actually because it's a full stam link. So that's just crazy. He is going to be hitting so hard. And unfortunately, he does have a Captain Killer, which isn't ideal for normal PvE content, but if you ever take him into co-op content where you're going against Captain Bosses, you know this character's strong attacks are going to absolutely dominate these characters. And at the same time too, he also makes up for a very good solid character for Guild Quest of Captain Week. So I like the way they designed him. He's a great character. He also has Guard Break, Frenzy +1 with the built-in recharge. Shout out to that lad right there, Darius Harmon, much love my G. And also, the most important part about this character is if you go into the attacks, he has a transform button. Just like Mummy Rukia that came out a year and 2 weeks ago from this day, he also has a transform button. So he has the Bankai button, right? Which means when he does transform, his magnifications on his strong attacks get increased. So if you actually look here, so you can see the mags here are 20% to 100. Or let's just look at his SA3, it's a little easier. SA3 is 120% magnification. When he's transformed, it goes to 150. So not only does he have like 90% strong attack damage, he also gets an increase on his mag by 30%. This character is going to be one of the hardest hitting characters in the game. Give him like an extra 20% full stam and or damage inflicted to lacerated enemies. Oh, this character's hitting hard. Really, really hard. And maybe even give him more damage. Maybe put Kusaka on the same team to give him an extra 20% damage to status ailment enemies, inflicted enemies, and now he's doing extra 20% more damage to lacerated enemies. You can hit really, really hard with his character. It's absolutely insane. At the same time, too, as I did mention, he does have the Bankai button, so he's overall just a very fun character, transforming in between his Shikai to his Bankai. It's a great character design. I love the Bankai button, and I love that they put on a character like this. And then the last thing, too, with the Bankai button is that when you do use it, for those first 10 seconds while in that transformed state, you have an increased chance to inflict status ailments. So great, and this against anyone. Normal characters have increased chance to inflict status ailments only do it to one type of enemy. In this case, this character, just like Rukia, does it to everyone, but it only is active for 10 seconds. And you can keep constantly repeating that every 30 seconds. So you have 10 seconds on with the increased chance to inflict a status ailment. Then you have another 10 seconds while still in that transformed state. And then you have a 10-second cooldown of just not doing anything. No increased chance, no increased damage. And then you can just repeat the process. So I think this character is really, really good for a premium character. One of the best already, and it's the start of the year. A complete turnaround compared to last year, where we had some of the worst characters in the game, to now having some of the best characters in the game already from the get-go. And this is giving me a high expectation for the future characters coming out this year, because this character is crazy, right? Absolutely mad lad. Next up, we have Byakuya. Byakuya is quite simple of a character because he's just an ad-based character. So, essentially, if you have someone like Kenpachi, who's also a very good character, right? This Byakuya is just him, but better. For PvE content. Of course, PvP, Brave Battles, where Kenpachi was designed, he is better there. That is where he shines. Kenpachi, at the end of the day, is a Brave Battle character that just so happened can be used in PvE content thanks to his guard break. This Byakuya is a character designed for PvE content, and more specifically Guild Quest, because as you can see here, he also has a 30% no attack damage soul trait. That will never not be useful. Unless we start getting 35 and 40% NAD soul traits, this will never not be useful. This is a great soul trait. It's amazing. In addition to that, he has a 50% bruiser. So, what, 50% NAD plus the 30%, that's 70% no attack damage. Insane. Flurry +1, insane. Marauder, which is guard break and also ignore melee attack resistance. So you can use them in any quest that has, melee resistance, for example. So certain stages in Sankamon, those 2 weeks of guild quest that, the 2 Sorry weeks of guild quest, you can use them in the ranged one. You can bring him into extreme comp, and he doesn't have to worry about not doing damage, and also to farm large scrolls depending on the stage, right? So yeah, great character again once more. 70% NAD. In addition to that, the extra 30% in guild quest means if you take this character in the guild quest, the Sorry per week, for example, more specifically the melee one, you could use him in the ranged one, but he isn't really designed for that because he doesn't have built-in immunity, which I believe it should be paralysis immunity. He does have weaken duration, which is nice because that is the quest where, that's the melee Sorry per week. So he is a guild quest character in the day, right? That's just the best way to look at it. He is a guild quest character, but also just really good for normal PvE content. He has a great SA2, that being a surrounding vortex, which gives him great crowd control and just survivability for the most part. And if you ever are going against Sorry per enemies, you have a 50% chance to dodge them. So it's pretty good. And he also has a 100% chance to hit Soribas. So he also has re-dodge enemies. So that's great. This character, again, once more, is a very solid NAD character. And unfortunately, kind of just like overlaps Kenpachi for PvE content. We literally just got Kenpachi 2 weeks ago. And now we just have another better mind NAD character for PvE content. He's insane. Another insane character. And also visually, both this Renji and Byakuya look amazing. And again, even though I'm big on these characters, I do recommend most lads do skip this banner because it is a premium banner. I do think if you are summoning happening with the limited orbs that you do have. If you are a free-to-play player, you should be spending those orbs on limited banners, characters that aren't going to come back all too often. These two characters are going to come back too often. For example, let's talk about the fillers, right? Obviously, Rukia, limited, she's okay. She's pretty good, not too bad. She's an okay character. I like her, so I don't think she's a bad character. Retsu, very solid, also a Link's character, definitely worth going for. I'll skip Yoruichi Soifun, we'll talk about her in a minute. Zangetsu, very solid SP character. I think he's actually very good as far as premium characters do go. Only thing he lacks is Havoc. If he had it, he would have been great, but unfortunately he doesn't, but it's still not bad. You have the Uryu. You probably won't ever use him, but he's not bad. Like, he's just not, but there's never really a time to ever use him. However, there is the upcoming card quest, the Bankai quest, where you are encouraged to bring fierce battle characters, and Uryu does have a extra increased chance to get an extra stage. Just like the Renji, just like the Byakuya, but if you already have Uryu, then you don't need to pull those characters, right? You don't need to pull to get the increased drop rate. The Byakuya, Chad, and Ichigo already have a higher increased drop rate compared to the other fierce battle characters, so do keep that in mind, but just worth pointing out in case you do potentially pull Uryu on this banner if you do decide to pull. Grimmjow, personally, I don't like his kit, but he hits very hard. He's a very solid character, definitely one of the better attack characters in the game, and then of course you have the 5th anniversary Ichigo. And then lastly, Yoruichi Soifun, I have a bone to pick with this character. I complained about it on stream yesterday. Lads, I told you, man. I told you. Stop. Don't vote for this character. It's too late now because we voted for it, right? Voting for this character in the post-selection banner was the biggest waste you could have done. And hopefully now, most of you lads that did vote for her are regretting it. Because this character is being thrown into too many banners. I said it, right? Giriko, who should have got in, he got 7th place. He just got robbed of like a couple hundred votes. He hasn't been featured since he came out. This Yoruichi Soifun has been in how many banners? 9. And like 4 of them have been in the last month. She was in this banner right here. She was in the post-selection banner, and then she was in this banner. She's also in the free multis that we had like last week, and also we're getting more free multis tomorrow, and they're also in there. This character was a stupid choice to vote for. I'm sorry. It was just not worth it. She's a great character. She's one of the best premium characters in the game. I understand why people voted for her. It's also 2 waifus in 1. Again, I understand it, but if you were thinking with your minds and not your lower parts of your body, that I'm not going to say because I want to stay monetized, you shouldn't have voted for her because she is way too common, and we knew going into 2022 she'd be even more common, and starting off 2022 we already have her in the banner. So yeah, that's basically the breakdown of the banner. I think it's a pretty good banner as far as premium banners do go. Again, once more, I do recommend most people do skip, but if you do summon, I can understand why you want to summon. At the same time too, I don't think most premium banners in the future are going to be this good. Maybe they will, who knows, but you have some very solid pulls there. There's like almost no bad character in this banner. Maybe Uryu, but at the very least, for the next potential week or two, when we get the new card quest, Uryu will be a useful character. So I think this banner is very solid for a premium banner. That said, let's do some quick test play summons and see exactly what we do get. So first multi, we got Grimmjow, okay, not what we want. Second is a Rip, okay. Third is a 2-in-1 with a Byakuya, and also a 5th anniversary Ichigo. Do keep in mind, the rates for this banner is 6%, 4.5% chance for these 9 characters, while you have a 1.5% chance for another unfeatured character like this Momo right here. We got another 2-in-1 though, and then we had the guaranteed step, and we pulled Byakuya. Listen, in 1,000 obs, that is not bad. That is actually pretty good for 1,000 obs. A 5th anniversary Ichigo character or potential dupe. Some unfeatured characters, if you're new, that could be 200 additional obs if they are resurrectable. And then you have some of the better characters in the banner, right? You have the Grimmjow, the Byakuya, and also the Zangetsu. Another Rip. Let's see how long it takes us to get actually the Renji. We got the Yoruichi. Okay, that's unfeatured. Got the Rukia. Okay. Got another 2-in-1 with the Ichigo and Grimmjow, not too bad. Another dead multi. And then we got the Renji. So 13 steps to pull both characters. That's 2,500 drops. That's actually very good. However, you know, rates can always go in your favor. You could sweep the banner in 1 multi, or you could just spend potential 5,000 drops and get nothing. It can happen. So let's just quickly finish up the rotation and go to step 15. Another Renji. Wow. These are really good. And then Uryu. And then the guaranteed step. And we got another Renji. Okay. We got very lucky there. I don't think that's normally going to happen, right? Normally you can get shafted. If we do all steps here, like, oh, once again, very lucky. How many times? Yeah, okay. We're going too deep in the rabbit hole of the simulator sounds. But yeah, that's basically the breakdown of the banner. Let me know if you are someone on this banner, because again, normally premium banners are a very easy skip for a lot of people. But again, once more, as I said multiple times in this video, I can definitely see why you might pull in this banner. If you're new, definitely do the first step. If you're a veteran, probably save for the future limited banners. That said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.